Hello, and welcome to the Wright Success Institute. My name is Alan Wright, and I'm the director of the Institute, and this is my conspiracy, the Wright Conspiracy. Well, you're probably not used to somebody introducing themselves and saying they're the leader of a conspiracy. You probably think they're illegal and something bad. Not true. The Wright Conspiracy is not only legal, it's full of ethics, integrity, and it's designed to help you. Not the world, not people in general, but you. If you've looked around this website, you may have noticed that you can find a lot of information about me, the way I see the world, what I've done with my life, and what's important to me. You can also find my True Lies section where I talk extensively about the problem in the world, the primary problem of modern slavery. Now you may not understand that yet, or maybe you do. But nevertheless, this section of my website is about the solution to the problem. Let me check my timer here. Okay. The solution to the problem is strategic planning. Not strategic planning in general, but strategic planning for you. I believe that it's an urgent issue, and for that reason, after 50 years of study and working on the problem, I've turned to a newer emphasis on the solution. Now, I suppose that if you've looked around on my site, you're familiar with this prop that I use. This prop showing the 7.5 billion people in the world distributed as a pyramid unequally in sections, with the very poor down here and the very elite up here. Well, you're probably not one of these people down here, and you're probably not one of these people up here. But if you're in here, and I suspect anybody watching this is a danger area. Financially, politically, socially, however you want to look at it. It's a danger area. The world is facing some very, very severe problems that are being concealed by you in a media and social government conspiracy. At the head of that is the corporate world. Now that's just the truth. So what can you do about that? Well, it's up to you. You can do nothing. You can just go along and see what comes, or you can pray, or you can build a strategic plan for you, your family, your friends, and I can teach you how to do that with 100% success rate. Now, how do we do that? Well, let's start with this other little prop that I use a lot. Let's say this represents your life. We could use a different geometrical design. We could talk about a lot of ways to look at a person's life. I like this one because this is the design of a well-done life, a well-lived life. And now let's talk about a couple of principles of geometry. Firm foundation, square, solid, balanced, four-sided, okay? Four perspectives, if you will. Now, what is a perspective? Well, it's a viewpoint, a view at the top, a view to the top. From one side, standing over here, we're looking at it from a professional point of view. From another side, we could be looking at it from a political point of view. From another side, from a philosophical point of view. And, of course, the personal point of view. And they're all different, trust me. Your point of view towards this top, the point of your life, is a choice. How you want to see it. And if you're living in balance with all of these things, you're more likely to achieve it. A lot of people, more commonly than not, emphasize the professional side of things and sometimes neglect the personal side of their life. A lot of times people don't care, from a philosophical point of view, how they live their life. It's just go get the money. And other people are totally unaware of the political realities of life. Well, a good part of strategic planning is showing you how to pick a goal for yourself, a life, a point for your life that's a decisive choice, not one imposed upon you by circumstance, but one where you choose to live your life the way you want to. So strategic planning is about how to decide where you are in your life, where you are currently, what's your current reality, where do you want it to end up, where do you want it to be, putting a time on that, and then building a plan to get from here to here. Now you can start from a very meager beginning, or you can start well along the way. But the point is, it's a process. And a lot of people don't really know how to do that, to look at the issues in life, look at your strengths and weaknesses, how to look at the possibilities, how to do strategic planning. Well, that's what I do here at the Wright Success Institute in my conspiracy, my Wright Conspiracy. The whole idea of this is, in a private and confidential manner, that's the conspiracy part, as much as it can be private in today's world, online with a record of communication between the two of us, and using a Socratic method, I can teach you with certainty how to design and achieve a strategic plan, and I will help you do that. And it's free. Believe me, you could not afford me if you were going to pay for this. I've been doing this a long, long time. I've done it with thousands of people, and they paid me a lot of money to do so. I do this now as a retired teacher, in effect. I've done a lot of things in my life. As earlier I said, you can find out more about that on the website if you care. My point is, I know how to do this, I'm good at it, and I want to help you, and it doesn't cost you anything. Some of your time. Now, there are 7 levels of this conspiracy as you move from this point. From here on, you will need a password if you want to participate in this process. Now, you can go online, or you can use my email, or you're online, I suppose, if you're watching this, but you might not be on my website. You could be on YouTube or somewhere else. But my point is, on my contact page on this website, or you can use my email and you can contact me. I will give you a password and you can begin the process if you choose. I'm not going to tell you can start and stop. You can do whatever you want. But in order to get started, you need a password. You can stop at any point along this way and find the right level for you. But we'll get right to building this strategic plan. Now this video is going to be pretty brief. My only point here was I wanted to make it real clear to you, this is about building a strategic plan for you, and not in any kind of vague philosophical sort of way, but a very practical sort of way. Building very specific tasks and objectives and goals with time elements, performance measures that you can achieve. Through the Socratic method, I will get to know what it is you want and show you how to get there. We'll begin by examining where we are today relative to that. But first we look at your vision. Very smart man, Stephen Covey, taught me after I went through several of his courses that you always begin with the end in mind. That's what successful people do. And in success theory, we start with your vision. If you have no vision, you're more than likely going to be a failure. You can't achieve a vision without having one. So if you just want to stumble on down the path and believe the old nonsense about the journey is what success is all about, well, feel free. But if you really want something and you want to achieve it, you need a strategic plan, and I can help you achieve that. So we're going to determine what your vision is, examine current reality relative to it, because relativity is the key, and then we're going to design a workable plan for you. I hope I see more of you. I hope I hear from you to get that password, and if not, enjoy yourself on my website, and I hope you find something here that you like. Ellen Wright, the Wright Conspiracy and Wright Success Institute. Thank you for joining me today.